All right, and hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of KingsGuard. Now, if you are unfamiliar, KingsGuard is the continuation of our mini campaign, The Lonely Throne. And we've already had a session 0 for KingsGuard, so there's been a lot of content for you to check out, just in case you've missed it. So, you should probably get on that. Um, this is a homebrew campaign setting that I've been running for the past 20 years. Uh, and I'm very excited to continue telling that story with these lovely, lovely people. So that's enough talking on my end. And let's put the camera where it belongs, and that's on my fantastic players. So let's get it started with Harper. Hey, Harper. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and where we can find you.
Okay, sure thing. Hi, everyone. My name is Harper. Today I am playing Shosha Sistruris. I am a TTRPG podcaster and streamer now, like officially. That's fun. You can find me at Harpersona on most platforms or at Harpersona Games on Twitter because at Harpersona was banned. I co-host a TTRPG character creation podcast with the lovely Darby, who I believe is there or possibly there. I don't remember. You can also, in addition to finding me here, you can find me on the Critical Misses channel every Sunday, where I join Anita and Darby on System Crash.
All right. And for the record, she is to your left. Yep, there you go. And speaking of the person you're pointing to, hey, Darby, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, who you're playing, where we can find you?
No. I'm kidding.
All right, moving on. D. No, I'm just kidding.
Hello, I'm Darby. I'm playing Arabella Chestnut. You can find me on Twitter as @DarbyPack. I co-host Chaotic Creations with Harper, who's this way on my screen. I always forget if it's mirrored.
There this you way. Go. That's the way.
Yeah, mirrored. This way. What else? I am in a Vampires the Masquerade game with lovely D. Over
down and to your left.
A direction.
Okay. That's one way to do it.
Yeah. I think that's it. That's all I'm. Oh no, and System Crash with Harper and Anita.
All right. And moving on to the next, somebody who is currently in the good graces of their party, D. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, who you play, where we can find you?
Ho's mad. Hi. None of my castmates are hoes. Well, you know, when they want to be. But hi, I'm D. Everyone's mad at me. I'm so excited for today's episode. I'll be playing Ade Zuko. You can also catch me on Wednesdays on the Critical Misses channel, where we run Under the Pale Cold Sun, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game. And a bunch of other stuff that I can't announce yet.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we have Anita. Please tell us a little bit about who you are, who you play, and where we can find you.
Hi, I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me on the Critical Misses channel, because that's my channel. I am a TTRPG streamer, so you can find me there most times, unless I'm here or other places. But I don't think I can announce that yet.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, secrets. Oh, I can?
Yeah, we're in the future.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can find me on Kobold Press's channel for Into the Southlands, which is the continuation of Noir's City of Cats campaign. And I'm very excited to join that cast there.
Best of luck to you. I heard that DM is a dickhead.
Yeah. Killed my angel daddy.
don't know that he's dead. Anyway, speaking of Noir being a dickhead DM, let's hop into the story. When we last left, let's do. I'll do a quick summary of Lonely Throne, and then we'll do a quick summary of Session 0. So, Lonely Throne was the story of four nobles being sent to basically pull the sword from the stone. There's a myth stating that in the sunken castle is the means of becoming the next king or queen in the world of Gloria. Four nobles were sent there knowing that this place usually kills anybody that comes in. However, it turns out, with a stroke of luck, that they're a bit chosen. They were destined to come here, and to take their roles as the KingsGuard. And their role is not to actually sit on the throne. However, they are tasked with finding the king and protecting him because he is destined to galvanize all of Gloria against an even greater threat. They don't know much about the king that they are to find, other than he has been described of a man of sea and stars. In Session 0, we got to see the effects of that trial on our KingsGuard. We found that things that we assumed were lost were not as lost as we thought. And we found the next leg of our adventure, which is the KingsGuard need transportation to help them track down the king. With a conversation with the manifestation of Gloria herself, they were able to come upon information that led them to a long-lost ship called the Harsh Verdict. A very powerful and a very old ship. They went on to find lodging in the family inn, and enjoyed a nice warm meal when a day decided to peruse the thoughts of the patrons there, and unwittingly got the attention of someone who it's appeared to be doing the same thing. After having a internal conversation with the voice then tried to peruse the thoughts of a day's party, only to be stopped and identified by Yenna, and the culprit turned out to be the halfling innkeeper, Montreal. So, that is where we're picking up. Montreal has clearly done a bit of a deep dive in a day's head and has gathered some information. And when we last left off, she was asking, so you're going after the Harsh Verdict. So that's where we're going to pick back up. So she is at your table having a conversation with all of you. So I hear you're going after the Harsh Verdict. Is that true?
Ade nods.
Shosha will place a hand on Ade's arm. Who would like to know?
Well, I would. I mean, I already believe I have the answer that I'm looking for, but maybe I might be able to be of more assistance.
And how would that be?
Well, I'm very good at collecting information, Arabella.
So it seems.
Are you as good at collecting as you are? Are you as good? Are you as good at keeping it as you are collecting it?
For the right price, perhaps.
A day? Do we know that Ade did any of this, or is this just...
She hasn't said anything about a day having done it. So, take that for what it's worth.
What help? What lead could you possibly have to the harsh verdict?
Well, I talked to an adventure party who went through those dungeons, barely made it out. I can tell you where the dungeon is, and maybe give you a warning or two. Certainly.
And
Oh, go ahead.
And what would you get out of this?
Well, your sister does certainly have a lot of money, Arabella.
And what would you know about my sister, Montreal? Just gonna clench her hands a little bit, relax them.
Well, I know that you seem determined to kill her, right?
And how'd you come about this information?
Why would I tell you that?
If you'd like to keep your life, I would suggest you at least give me a hint as to where you comprise this information that you so cleverly gathered.
And how would I go about losing my life if I don't tell you? Are you going to kill me? Here?
Perhaps. But maybe one of my other friends might be more inclined to do it first. If you have as much information on them as you do me, I'm not the most secretive out of all of us.
Arabella, I see no reason for anyone to die just yet. After all, we don't know how she came by this information. And it would be helpful to know that at least before threatening to kill her.
Did I figure out her lineage before? So I know that she is a ghost-wise halfling.
Yep.
Some mind tricks, I think, tend to be, for some halflings, being able to delve into other people's minds a little bit is in their wheelhouse. And given that I experienced a little bit of a mental push a little earlier, I don't think it is out of the question that the way our friend here gathers information is by rummaging through people's minds.
Is that true?
Why would I confirm? I'm sorry, I don't think you... And I understand you're not from here. Nobles of Stone, Heart, and all. I don't think you understand how this works. And she looks directly at Arabella. You have absolutely no power here. You might have the desire to kill me, but you don't have the ability, dear.
And how do you figure?
Well, better people than you have tried?
Do I know something about Nervay? Would I know anything about Nervay that would dampen magic or anything of that nature?
No, they usually let magic fly pretty loose, fast and loose.
Then I ask again. What do you seek to gain out of telling us information?
Your sister has a lot of money, Arabella.
And you would want some of that money?
A fee. would be nice. I would have to certainly charge a fee for the information, a fee for providing a map to the dungeon in which you would find this vessel. In addition to the room, of course.
And what would this fee be around, perhaps? Ballpark it for me.
For information on the harsh verdict, that would probably be about 15,000 gold pieces. For the map drawn, I would say that's a fair 5,000 gold pieces. And for keeping quiet about your intentions of murdering Mirabella, I would say that's 250,000 gold pieces.
Sorry, 250,000? Like
250,000 gold pieces, yes.
250,000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I mean, not really, but... And, interestingly enough, I'm not my sister. What makes you think I have access to that money?
Well, if you succeed, you will.
So you would just take this as a... What, you take an IOU?
Magically enforced, of course, but yes.
And how's that?
Well, I just need you to. She hobbles on back to her. She hobbles back to her desk and grabs a broom. And she brings the broom back. She goes, "I just need you to hold this."
Can I make an Arcana check on that broom?
Absolutely.
I don't trust any of this.
I would also like to make an Arcana check on the broom.
Okay.
I hate everything. Everything
Oh,
sucks.
look, a bad luck
This
card.
is terrible. I hate this. This sucks. Why?
Whoops. Let me deal 1 to me.
Excuse me?
Ran out of cards and deck. Yeah, go ahead and shuffle the deck. There we go. There we are. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. All right. Okay. You got a 1, and Soshi, you got a 19. This item is not magical in the least.
Is that what I get?
You don't have a clue.
Why would I
If
hold
you
the
expect her to pay that fee by cleaning the inn for you, I imagine that's going to take quite a lot longer than we have.
Well, I don't think so. The inn has already been cleaned for the most part, and it looks pretty good. It probably wouldn't take her very long, but that's not what this is for. If you agree to pay the amount given in my proposal, then all you need to do is grab this broom.
And what would be the time constraints on this? And what would be the repercussions?
How long
Should
do you
this
think
do?
it'll take you to kill Mirabelle?
I have a lot of things to do.
I will give
And
you,
also, if you...
I will give you 2 years' time.
And should my sister not be good for the cash?
Oh, then you'll forfeit any property the Chestnuts own or any property that Mirabelle owns to me up to the fees worth.
And it will just give Arabella a look.
You seem to have a lot of confidence that we are going to succeed in our mission. You say that the adventurers that you met before barely came back. What makes you think that we'll make it through?
Because if you don't, I know that your sister has already put a bounty on your remains, and that should be able to cover at least half of what I would get if you succeed.
A bounty, you say? Public bounty?
Just running through the underground currently.
Can I take a quick glance through the tavern? Is there anyone looking at us at all?
Roll me a perception check.
If I get a mother fork and one again, I will cry.
No, nobody's looking at you. And when she sees you take a look around, she goes, "Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. This is relatively new. And I keep most of the new information to myself for at least a day or two."
Fee for information, map. I'm keeping quiet about my intentions to kill my sister. I'm pretty well aware that she knows that I despise her at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Glance at my compatriots.
A day will sign over to Montreal and say, if she cannot access the money without killing Mirabelle, who are you keeping the secret of her intent from?
Oh, the other nobles of Stoneheart. The lesser families. They don't really understand currently, as far as I'm aware, that there is such unrest. Most of the moves that have been made, from what I hear, have been clandestine.
And what moves would those be?
$500 gold?
Unfortunately, I'm not exactly flush at the moment.
Would you like to add it to your tab?
I haven't decided whether I'm going to open a tab.
Noir, I would like to. She hasn't tried to penetrate my mind yet. I'm the only one she didn't try.
Nope.
I'd like to telepathically think to Solus. Do you know where the harsh verdict is?
It responds in a whisper, but you can feel that the answer is no.
How long would I have to think on this deal, perhaps?
Well, you're spending the night. I think I would like to have an answer by morning. Just to get my books in order, you understand?
Of course. And so, to be clear, should I take any sort of open tab with you, I would owe this money in 2 years' time.
Mm-hmm.
And should I not have the money, any property that would equivalent to that value will be given to you?
Yes.
And not a cent more?
Mm-hmm.
And how would this be collected?
You would come here to pay, or I would have to come collect it myself.
And in the eventuality that either you or Arabella tragically die before that 2-year time, what then?
I won't.
What happens if I were to die within 2 years?
Then I would know where your body was, and I would most likely give it to Mirabelle.
And if both of us were dead?
I suppose I would have to take a loss. Or I would have to retrieve you. Depending on where we're looking in the books, I would either take the loss or I would have you serve the inn.
Can I? It's while this whole conversation is happening and a day is not really speaking. Can I just like go through the mental Rolodex in my head from my childhood as an impoverished, uh, sort of street urchin that worked on more quiet things like in this realm ish.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know if Montreal is like code for something? If that is like has a double meaning behind it, or if it's just her name.
Do you
Their
speak
name.
thieves' cant?
I do not actually.
Don't know.
Okay. Okay. Then I will sign over to Montreal and say, uh, as you said, we'll be here until morning. We can come to a decision then. I'm sure Arabella will.
Well, if you do decide that you would like to open a tab and I'm not here, just go ahead and give that corner a quick once over with the broom, huh? And she puts the broom back.
Well, I'm curious how the broom works.
You hold the broom and you sweep, and then dust is cleaned and our tab is opened.
One more question. In interest of maintaining the ability to gain perhaps a quite hefty sum of money from me opening a tab, what news of Stoneheart reaches Nervay?
500 gold.
Fair enough. I'll think about this and let you know by morning.
Okay. Well,
I will.
I'll leave the broom here. Oh, and you, sir? She
Uh,
looks-
a, yeah, Aday's not speaking, but
Okay.
as she's walking away, Aday will say telepathically to her, I'm not going to stop perusing your customers' minds, by the way.
You got lucky with me. You might get unlucky with someone else.
To be a shame.
Yes.
Before she walked away, I wanted to say to her, is there a place that we can talk where you can guarantee that there won't be listening ears or minds?
150 gold.
Our room, then, perhaps?
50 gold for the addition.
I believe we'd already paid for our rooms, man.
Oh, yes, but you didn't pay for privacy.
Wow. Okay.
If you would like privacy included, that's an additional 50 gold.
I think Aday is also actually chuckling at that. Like there's just
Insight check a day.
What is your passive insight?
My passive insight is 21.
All right. So a day, if you do not want to give up the ghost on what a day is feeling, then I would say you can roll either a deception or a performance check.
They're both the same.
DC 21.
Yeah, I'd have to get a natural 20. So let's give it a try. 8.
So Darby's. I'm sorry. Arabella's got a little bit of a beat on you.
Sure.
So what's going on in your head?
Currently a day has a very a broader posture than he usually does. He at various points almost looks like he's trying to catch someone in the inn's eye. Most obviously, all three of you have probably noticed that he hasn't spoken since you walked into the inn. He's just speaking in sign language. And he seems what's the word for this? Like he thinks the fact that we're being kind of held hostage here is funny. So draw what conclusions from that you will. He seems very amused by like the fact that she kind of has us bent over a table at the moment.
Did Montreal leave?
Yep, she's walking on back to serve the rest of her patrons.
Something funny a day?
A day will nod.
Perhaps we'd best go find somewhere as private as can be to talk.
The day will motion for them to lead the way.
I don't have 50 gold. I only have 40 or so. I'd like to save that for something else, perhaps.
Are you all saying this out loud?
Low.
Okay. I'll give him a chance. Oh yeah, okay, he picks it up. And he goes, actually, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Gentleman, here goes, hey! I heard somebody's hurting for gold.
He heard from all the way over there me speaking in low tones that I am not flush for money.
Yes.
Got an 18 on the die, and you don't know what his modifier is, so.
Give me 1 second. What?
You heard for gold? I've got opportunities.
What opportunities?
And you see the person he's sitting with just oh, it's you. That's maybe not you, Flower. But if your friend is looking to make some quick gold,
what do you mean?
He's like, I'll be right back. He makes his way on over. I was, hey,
Hi.
and he's looking at Yena, Sosha, and Arabella. He's like, hey, so how's it going? I'm really talking to Mr. Beefy here. Look at you, and he just kind of slaps you on the chest. So like, look, I know a guy that has a fight pit around here.
A what pit?
A fight pit.
What's that?
So people go in, put on a good show for folk, you know?
Wow, that sounds so scary. Is that legal?
Yeah, kinda. You know.
Kinda.
Look. You know, you some parts of town they don't like you playing three dragon ante in a certain type of way. Some parts of town they don't like you fighting in a certain type of way. You understand? Look, it's nothing deadly. All right, nobody's died this year. So what do you say?
I would like to insight check.
Okay.
What is up with this person? 16. Wow. So I rolled a 5.
You get the sense that he's a loser, but he's trying to make money off of you all somehow.
And what happens if we go in? How do we go? Where is it?
It's in the main it's in the main shopping district. All right, it's a little hidden away. I know where it's at. I know where it's to get in. All right. Thing is, you get a cut just for fighting, right? Right, and they're always looking for new folk. And you guys, you're all pretty exotic. I can tell you're not from here, but
Exotic? Did he say?
yeah, you're all exotic.
Shosha will just.
If I had a penny for every time.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Shosha will give a deep sigh, just like, how disappointing.
What do you
I thought
mean
that you were
exotic?
going to be interesting, but I think you can probably leave now. Goodbye.
He looks at Sosha. Then he looks right back at the day. So he goes. So buddy, come on. I just get a cut of your purse for going in there. You know, I think
Why?
it's like 25 gold if you fight, and it's like 100 gold if you win.
How many fights do you have to be in?
Oh, just 2.
How many people can fight?
Well, sweetie, I don't think.
My daddy says I'm very talented.
Okay. Yeah, but this not so much. Not so much this, right? But you, big guy. Huh?
A day will sign to the man and say, she's far more skilled than I am.
Oh, no. Sorry. I wasn't clear. No weapons. It's just fists.
What about other things?
What other things? Oh, you're talking about the hocus pocus. No, none of that. It's just two big guys. Two big chests.
Shosha will look at a day and just like raise an eyebrow.
Two meaty
like,
men bumping meat.
A day will sign and say, I don't fight with my hands, friend. And sort of tap the maul on the side of his leg.
All right.
Like I said, it's time for you to go. You've been so boring. Goodbye now.
All right. Well, I was just trying to give you all a nice Nervaean greeting. That's all.
Any place we can fight with weapons?
I mean, in Barren Holes.
Where's that?
That's a kingdom away, but they fight to the death like animals up there.
If only.
Okay, bye now.
All right. By the way, my name is Darian.
Don't care.
Really don't.
Bye.
Darian Smythe. I'm a.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Garbage.
And he walks back, looking a little bit dejected.
If it was weapons, it would have been useful, but none of us really fight with our fists. Well,
Can we go upstairs now?
yeah.
I could, and I could make it hurt, but not worth my time.
Mm.
All right.
I mean,
Shall we go upstairs?
Are you all going upstairs, or is
Yeah.
Yenna considering the offer?
we got bigger things that need to be taken care of, I think.
Okay.
Would you not agree?
Shall we?
I suppose.
All right. So you all make your way upstairs, and they're nice, cozy rooms. Each one had, and no, you're all bunking together in the same room. So
Yep.
it's a little cozy. The beds take up most of the room, and there's just one big window that has a seaside view. And there's a table in the middle of. There's a table underneath the window in the middle of the bunks, and that's it.
So, before we start, can I ritual cast alarm around the room?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'll spend. We can start talking, but I'm just gonna start going around the room with to cast alarm around
Alright.
the doors and windows.
So you go through the ritual, and when you say the final words of arcane powers, the sigils come up, and you see they start to fade just a little bit, as if they're being held in limbo,
Do I understand what's happening here?
and then woof, it goes. But you do feel there is an alteration made to your spell.
Do I understand what alteration was made to my spell?
Go ahead and roll me an arcana check.
Please do not fuck me over. Okay. 17.
There has been an exception added to your alarm.
Would that be Montreal?
You don't know.
A singular exception?
Mm-hmm.
I see why it may be difficult to kill someone in this space. Well, shall we talk?
Look. Now that you all have eaten, it might be best, honestly, if we just go back to that cabin. I don't think we should linger around other people, if not necessary.
Especially with a bounty on my body by my sister.
Oddly specific, yeah.
I can disguise myself for up to an hour, at the very least.
Could be helpful. That depends on how we wanted to go about this. This is old, hidden things that we are looking for. We have a
Yes.
name.
Speaking of things we're looking for, she did not probe my mind, so which one of you gave up that little piece of information?
I pushed off her mind.
Everything she learned was from me.
Did she break your defenses?
That's not how this ring works.
Then how did she...
I let her in.
Speaking of old things we've lost, it seems your senses are among them.
Not entirely.
Pray tell why you allowed a stranger to dig around your mind?
Because I do think she's right. I don't think that you three accurately understand what's happening here. We are not
Indeed
in
you.
Stoneheart. We do not have resources. We have exactly 3 allies. The closest help is an entire ocean away. We cannot move from abandoned cabin to abandoned cabin trying to find some mythical legend. The only help we had to get to this sunken temple was through an entire kingdom, and even then we hardly got it done.
I'm well aware of our situation. What I find extremely alarming is that you let someone whose intentions you did not know rummage around your mind when we are perfect strangers, perfect targets in a strange land. Like you said, we have 3 allies for each of us, and that's the people in this room right now. And you let someone, potentially anyone, rummage around your mind and find out information about us, information about what we're doing, what we're looking for, who we might be looking for,
Why not?
and you think that was a good idea.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I plan to do it in every city we go to.
Can I insight check? I want to insight check. What the heck is going on?
So, your passive insight is 21.
I'm not. The day's being completely serious.
Yeah, he being
He's
honest with
completely
you.
serious.
What?
And what makes you think that makes you our ally? I
Because-
know that where you come from, secrets aren't a big thing. I know that's kind of our thing, but seriously? Seriously.
And now apparently my sister has a bounty on my body. It's great that now someone who barters in information now knows where I am and what I look like, and may be able to sell that information to other people, putting myself, but also probably the rest of you, in danger?
So, were you expecting the description of you to never be spread across Nove?
No, I was not expecting my ally to do that for them. To make their work easier?
Did you think it would be difficult? Mirabelle is not being shy about the fact that she wants your corpse.
I just didn't think that I would have to be concerned about someone who I fight alongside with, to be the one to give up information that I did not think that you would. Information that, let's be honest, a little private.
Well, if
Not yours to give.
push comes to shove, any one of you could do away with me as soon as you saw fit. Uh, I will. I will say I'll refrain from sharing your private information moving forward. But I have no intention to not wear who I am on my sleeve. Our status, the idea of being a noble of Stoneheart, is the only bargaining chip we have in Nerve. We have no gold, we have no allies, and we cannot fight everyone that we come across. We have to make deals, and many of those deals will leave us very, very at the mercy of who's on the other end
And
of
I
them.
would have much rather had made that deal, keeping my own information secret rather than having one of my allies tell someone else for me, leaving
She
us at a
wouldn't-
disadvantage.
She wouldn't have offered the deal if we weren't at a disadvantage.
I feel like the disadvantage you've placed us in is not one that you should have done without telling us, without saying anything, without you.
So, what was the plan from any of the 3 of you? How are we going to find the house verdict? Just walk from town to town and ask anyone if they've seen the ship? What was the idea? My point being, if you want information, you have to have something to trade. The only thing we have to bargain with is who we are.
And
That's
this
it.
This is results-oriented thinking that this, because you've somehow luckily landed yourself into someone who could possibly give us information for quite the high fee of not your families, not Yenna's family, not Shosha's, but my family, on the condition that I managed to survive, and after 2 years managed to kill my sister and take all of the money that she may or may not have squandered by then. That condition, you were lucky that you lucked into someone. You were so lucky that the person who you let dig around in your mind to get information on all of us, information that is, sure, perhaps our only bargaining chip, but also leaves us extremely vulnerable with huge targets on our back that is now known to someone who is an information broker. You were so lucky that this person had information that we could possibly want.
Okay, both of you. Pause. Yenna, what do you think?
I think that you were a fool a day. The fact that we are enemy nobles, that is not a bargaining chip. As soon as we are discovered, we could easily have been thrown into prison.
I disagree with that.
What, do you think fighting an entire city's worth of guards and going on the run is somehow better?
No, we have done nothing illegal in Nerve. Nerve and Stoneheart are enemies in every way except the official. Shosha, your family should understand this. It's very clear that we're enemy nations, but we are not at war. We are not to be captured and murdered on sight.
We are here illegally with fake weave passes
that were given to us by a high government official.
Who told us that if we were caught, that he would be the one to execute us. Did you not remember that key piece of information?
No, I remember.
He's not going to protect us. There's no one here to protect us. And we are 4 nobles, 4 pretty high up nobles of an enemy state that I'm sure that the kingdom of Nerve would take great pleasure in using us as bargaining chips for whatever they should so fit if they get their hands on us.
So then the question remains, what was your plan, Arabella? You seem
not
to have
something
very...
so reckless, not
I'd
something
love
I
to
would
hear
do
it.
without discussing with everyone what we
We're
have done.
discussing
We
now.
have this.
I see that
Please.
you are the type to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
I generally don't ask for forgiveness either, but please, you have clearly appraised the situation to a degree that I am not capable of. So what was
I'm
the
not
plan?
saying you're not capable of it. I am just angry and frustrated that you have put us at risk without us even having a say in it.
Darling, your life has been at risk since we stepped off of the boat. Did you think we would be KingsGuard and all that would magically go away? No one would notice the Earth Genasi or the Yuan Ti or the pink-haired girl with the magical sword trouncing about Neve. No one would ask questions. No one would look for us. Her father has wanted her dead since she was born. Your sister is staging a very public coup. The Sisturi have more enemies than the rest of us combined. We go everywhere with a target on our back. This is an enemy that was nice enough to say it to our face. I'm not saying that it's an ideal position, and I do apologize that all of the cost has been shifted to your family, and I will, of course, not let that go by. But this is the only move. I would love to hear another one, but I don't think there is one.
Not just her family.
Yes.
She
As I
forfeits
said,
all rights to everything
that
that Mirabelle owns, which includes my family's estate.
I will drain the Zuko coffers before that happens. That's not going to be an issue.
And what makes you so reckless?
If there are Zuko coffers left.
If there are Zuko's
Good
left, we
point.
don't know what's happening back home.
Then what does it matter? What does any of it matter?
Okay.
When have you become so reckless?
Shosa,
Okay.
you have something to say.
Everyone, take a deep breath. A day.
Hmm.
I recognize that you are used to leading, and I recognize that you are very competent at it. You have 3 other people here who come from the same stubborn line of nobility, and at least one of us is also trained to lead. It is not going to be easy for us to collaborate and come up with a decision together, but that is what we must do. You are not the only leader here. I agree with Arabella and Yenna that what you did was reckless and foolhardy. I also agree with you that this may be our best option. However, please, if you value our companionship, do not do anything like that again.
A day will leave.
The room?
Yeah.
Now, I understand that what a day did is putting all that both of your families have built at risk. He has said that he will not let it happen. I will not either. And believe me, Arabella, if you don't kill Mirabelle in the next 2 years, I will. But he is right. We don't have another plan.
Yes, this information is our best lead. I'm not arguing that this isn't our best lead. I'm just so...
Yenna's gonna leave and go downstairs.
Arabella, you feel things very deeply. You have to learn how to keep control of that if this is going to succeed and we're not all going to die.
And with that, the camera is going to follow a day out. You'll join in just a bit, but a day as you come out and you go down the stairs, you see Ma sweeping. She looks over at you and goes, rough afternoon. A rough
Not
evening.
for my plans going as I laid it out, especially the responses. Yenna's a little more upset than I figured she'd be, but there's no need for the chestnuts to shoulder the entire weight of the tab. There's more than one noble in our group. I almost said coterie. In our group. She'll at least be splitting the cost with the Zukos.
Do I seem like someone that doesn't know where the money is?
You know where most of the money is, but I believe you... Perhaps if you do make your way over to Stonard, you can take a trip through our mines. It can be quite profitable. We just don't wear it like some of the others.
Your income is impressive, and your credit is good. It's the stability that I worry about. I'm currently charging who I think is currently the most stable.
Yes, well, I'm not going to agree to anything for her. She's already probably added me to a list right under Mirabelle. And a day will walk out of the inn.
Right as you walk away from that conversation, Yenna starts to come down the stairs. And Ma just looks at Yenna. nods.
Nina's gonna walk to the guy at the table.
Mm-hmm.
You say there's fighting pits.
Go ahead and move yourself. There you go. Yeah, yes, there are fighting pits.
Lead the way.
I don't know that I want to. Your friends were rather rude to me.
Oh,
This motherfucker.
well then, allow me to apologize on their behalf.
You know, I might not be much now, but soon everyone's gonna know the name Smythe,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love an apology from them both.
Well, you won't get an apology from either of them, I'm sure. But I could give you a little bit more of my cut, my purse.
No offense, but I've seen the people that fight there, and I just don't see it for you. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Oof.
Well, the 14. I don't know. I don't know if I could sleep.
I'm going to slam my fist down on the table, and there will be a crackle of divine energy.
Roll me a intimidation check. Well, I have been wrong before. Of course, you need to understand that you can't get caught doing that, okay?
I won't get caught doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, hell. All right, follow me. And he starts to take you towards towards one of the fighting pits. And you know what? We'll settle that now.
Okay.
Oh boy. Please tell me I put that. Yeah, here it is. And that's not who's supposed to be there. So go ahead and put yourself on the map.
I am not seeing anything.
Because you're not on the map yet. You need to go ahead and put yourself on the map.
How I do this?
Okay, I got you. You know. This will all be fixed in editing. Editing.
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
And I usually do.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
Can you see now?
Yep,
Awesome.
sure can.
Okay. All right. So let me just.
Oh, we don't get to see the show.
No, you don't, because you're not there. Because y'all were rude to Mr. Smythe, and all he was trying to do was get y'all money.
Listen, I live in a clubbing town. I've got interacted with more than my fair share of promoters. They're usually sleazeballs.
I mean,
It's true.
You are not wrong, but how dare? I will put you all there just so you can see what's going on. But you're not really there. And audience, keep in mind that they're not actually there. just consider them to be audience members. Speaking of, we'll just have some audience members. All right. So he guides you up a mountain pass that's only about 40 minutes away from the inn. And you see a carved out arena with this big burly guy waiting in the pit. And an elven woman is also in the pit. She goes, "All right, so do we have anyone here to challenge the champion, the Rumbler?" And you hear like in the audience, "Woo, Rumbler, Rumbler, woo, woo!" And you hear Smythe go, I brought someone here." And the elven woman goes, "Right. And who dares face the Rumbler?" And Smythe looks at you again and goes, "You got a name? Like, what should we call you?"
Yeah, and we'll just walk down into the pit without saying a single thing.
I don't have a name. And the elf looks at you, just walking in. And she just kind
Broken mask is on the face.
She looks you over, kind of slaps your arms a bit. "Oh, you got some stature to you, huh? All right. I can work with this. So, for tonight's bout, we have the Rumbler versus Stature." And everybody's like, yeah. All right. So, the way this is going to work, it is unarmed combat only. We're going for bloodied rules, meaning that once you hit half your HP, you are out. Okay? So, with that, let's get started with our first break. Hey, see how I did that?
Hey.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our first break. And when we come back, we've got a fist fight between Rumbler and Stature. So stick with us.
Let's get ready to Rumbler.
So that's the end of the episode, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Goodbye.
And we're going to be right back with part 2 of the first episode of KingsGuard. See you in a bit. All right, and welcome back to part 2 of episode 1 of KingsGuard. Sorry for laughing. I just have a very interesting cast. So when we shoot, sorry.
Say what you mean.
I said what I mean. I have an interesting cast. Where we left off, Yenna had gone off with Daryl Smythe to the fight pit that he was trying to recruit a day for, and now Yenna finds herself one-on-one with the current champion, the Rumbler. Yenna has been given the nickname Stature, and we
Not
are
Cassie Lang, though.
You finished?
Yep.
You done?
No.
Okay. Yes, I have also read Young Avengers. Oh. Call me out like that. Oh. So we are going to get this fight underway. A few things to note. You are not wearing armor, so no armor is allowed. Generally, this is a bare chest fight, but not in this instance. You get to have a shirt. Uh, Rumbler is just this hulked out human, big swole. You can see his gear on the other side here. It includes a broadsword, or a great sword rather, and big heavy plate armor. But he's not wearing it now, because it's time for the gun show. So what are you doing in preparation for this fight?
On the way up the hill, just before they were in sight, Yenna is going to cast Shield of Faith on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Before they were all the way up to the
Okay.
pit. Say about,
So what does your
5
shield of
minutes
faith
away?
look like?
I mean, damn it, that's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature.
Uh-huh.
Well, then never mind. It's not like mage armor where it just happens.
Trying to be slick.
Yeah, that's what I get.
All right. So the Rumbler is looking at you. He goes, so you ready to get pummeled by the champion? No armor. And he's pointing to your mask. And the elven woman who is like the master of ceremonies does go, yes, we are going to need you to take that off.
I just take it off and toss it to the side. It's already broken anyways.
He's just jumping, doing the Goku stretches before he gets ready to beat the whole fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And she throws a gold coin up into the sky and says, "The fight starts once it lands." And then it lands. Roll initiative.
Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled before and it was a 15 and then I rolled a natural 1, so have that bad luck card. All right.
That's 3 of the bad luck cards.
That's
yeah.
3 bad luck cards.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
And they're all gonna get used against me because I made bad jokes.
I mean, better you than us.
Okay, damn.
Fair.
All right.
Better
If-
situation where we can't die.
And so he is going to quickly charge at you.
Mhm.
And he's going to strike twice. I'm guessing a 6 will miss.
Give
Keep in mind this is no armor.
me 1 second here. One moment. So the 6 will definitely miss, yes.
Okay, and then he's going to swing again. Does an 11 hit?
The 11 does not.
So he swings once. Tell me how you get out of the way.
Yenna will just see that the man's fist is coming rather slowly. We'll just sidestep the first. The second will just get parried.
Okay. And he goes,
And
okay, so you got some skill. Now it's your turn.
all right, so I need an unarmed strike. Ah, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong thing. It was 11 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. It's 4 bludgeoning damage for the unarmed strike for Yenna.
Okay.
But I do get 2 attacks per action, so I will roll another one
That'll hit.
for another 4 points of damage.
Okay. And everybody's kind of cheering, like, yeah, yeah. And he goes, okay, all right. Maybe it's time to stop playing around. And he's going to swing. And swing once more.
1 hit, 1 miss.
For a total of just 2 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yenna will go for another 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. Oof.
And take another bad luck card, please.
No. Instead, we're gonna find out what your critical fail is.
Okay, sounds good. So I just need to grab a card from. You need to give me a card from the critical fail deck.
Yep, I'm actually gonna lay it out there for everybody to see. You're using a natural weapon. You become entangled in the target's clothing or armor and must make a DC 12 dexterity strength saving throw to free yourself. While entangled, attacks against you are made with advantage. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, you got an awkward. Everybody can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
All right.
Yeah, you like punch and your like hand gets caught up in his belt. It's just weird. It's like, the hell?
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me that check.
For sure, it's a strength saving throw. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry you failed.
Cool. Thank you for using that.
No problem. It's harmless here, so I figured I might as well.
Okay.
So, that is essentially going to end your turn here.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be his turn. And
Yep.
he is attacking at advantage now. So 23 to hit.
Hits. Whoa, what?
Sorry. No, it's 23 to hit and then 21 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
So you've taken 4 damage total here.
Is that actually radiant damage?
No, he's not doing radiant damage. This is what he can do, but he's not doing it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So as you get caught up in his belt, he just kind of holds you in a headlock. It just hits you on the side of the temple. Yeah. And it is your turn.
I'll make another saving throw to try and escape.
Okay.
So 14. So that should save it because it was a DC 12.
Yep. So you break free.
And I can't take an attack. Is that my entire action? Freeing myself?
I am going to say freeing yourself is your action.
Okay, so no attacks this round.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I am going to strafe around to the side, still in the range of opportunity, and just sort of like do a circle.
Okay.
And get into a defensive position.
So does 15 hit?
Yep.
And 17?
And a 17 definitely
so
hits.
As you strafe, he catches you in the side, getting to your ribs pretty well. And as you flinch over again, he's going to hit you in the temple pretty hard here. And again, just the two damage because it's your strength modifier. So another 4 points of damage. And then it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to go for 2 more unarmed strikes.
Okay.
It's a 19 to hit. And a 9 to hit.
A 9 will hit.
9 will hit, okay. So yeah, that'll be 8 more points of damage.
Okay.
Is this sort of a is that actually like a raised area that's right behind him, or is that just?
Oh no, it's where the blood can drain into.
Okay, it's just
like
okay.
a little well.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right. And now it is his turn. He is actually going to swing once.
That's a hit.
And this is actually going to be a grapple.
Okay.
So
so it's going to be contested by my athletics.
Yep. Okay, so he's got you. And he can move half his speed with you. Okay. Alrighty. So he's going to move here, and he's going to move you here.
Out of the pit? Okay.
And you can see the others step back out of the way, pretty familiar with this. It is your turn. You can attempt a opposed athletics check to see if you can break free.
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Let's take that critical fail card, please.
Oh my god!
As I'm having some real noir rolls tonight.
Oh, you know what? I almost felt bad for what I'm about to do to you, but you had to call it out.
Hashtag Norals.
Hashtag Norals.
Feel less bad now, Noir?
I feel much less bad. I am going to enjoy this. Then he can move half his movement speed with you. And now he's going to throw you over. I
Sweet.
will give you another athletics check to see if you can stop this from happening.
16.
Okay, And it is. Let's see what my guy rolls. He beat you.
Okay, cool.
So 35. Give me just a second. I have to do math.
Because I'm getting tossed over the edge. Am I getting yeeted?
You're getting yeeted. He tossed you
Okay.
over the edge.
Okay, cool.
After the first, so
Do I have an action?
I know what you're thinking, but you have to do. You can't do that as a reaction. It's his
I know.
turn. So we'll see how much damage you take from this, and then you'll have your chance to. Okay, so let's hash it out. That is.
How far can I fall in the 6 seconds of his turn, though?
Oh, you could hit the whole thing. Just right down.
Okay.
All right. So just 35 damage.
35 damage?
Mhm.
Okay.
And he turns his back to the edge, and he's, yeah. You see Daryl looking like, somebody hurry down there and heal them. Make sure they don't die.
Yenna is going to healing hands.
Mm-hmm. Quick question though.
Oh,
Did that
That's
drop you
question.
below half your hit points?
I am at exactly. I'm not below. I am exactly. I'm done.
That's the fight.
Uh, Can they confirm that before?
Everybody pretty much is assuming you're dead. And if you come up here flying, that's you using magic, which is also a forfeit.
Okay, that's fair. All good.
No problem. So you see the champ. Oh, you can still fly up just as a show of like, I ain't no bitch.
You know what? Sure. I'll do that.
Okay.
Either way, I've lost this match.
Yes.
So yeah. Yenna will.
Because of all those Anita rolls.
No, those were hashtag noir rules.
Hashtag noir rules.
Hashtag noir rules.
Chat is
Hashtag
going to be
noir
on our
rules.
side. Hashtag noir rules.
Those were Anita rolls.
Nope.
So yeah. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay. Yenna's just going to fly up and then just make eye contact.
Look. She ain't dead. Good for you.
Not even gonna say a word. Gonna fly to the center of the pit, grab the mask, and then fly back into town.
You just hear Smythe go, yeah, I'll take the purse. I'll give it to her.
I'll let Smythe do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't really give a fuck.
And so we're going to move the camera over to a day. You know what? We're gonna go back to the inn rather and see what Arabella and Sosha are up to.
I believe the last thing that I said to Arabella was that she needs to learn how to control her emotions or she's going to get us all killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was like, what was the last thing we said? You want to say that? Just say it again.
Sure. Arabella, you feel things very deeply, but you need to learn how to control that or you are going to get yourself and the rest of us killed.
I feel that my emotions are fine. And I feel like what was more reckless was what a day did.
I don't disagree. I'm just letting you know that feeling emotions is a strength. Showing emotion can be a weakness.
I don't feel like me expressing my anger is any form of weakness. And I think that if we are to continue together, to travel as a group, that it is better to say these things and air out these differences than sit on them and let them fester. I'm frustrated and angry at what a day did. He jeopardized us. He put us at risk.
He did.
I have a right to be angry about it, and I just want to understand why. I'm so confused by the motives of my sister and what's happening in Stoneheart. I did not want the motives of my companions to be as confusing as well.
We're a confusing bunch, I'm sure.
A day is particularly vexing at this moment. You and Yen are rather straightforward in comparison at the moment.
That's the first time anyone's ever called me that, actually.
I might not know exactly what you're thinking or feeling, but I know generally what your goals are and what you're seeking to do. That's pretty all right to me. I just don't. I'm struggling to understand a day at this moment. And I'm wondering what happened at the keep.
I don't know what happened to anyone else. It was certainly something I'd like to avoid happening in the future. But, Herbella, I'm curious. What do you think my goals are?
It's more of a general statement. But you've always been, at least in the past, very concerned with your family. And what your family wants and what it needed. You said you didn't want what you saw at the keep to happen. I guess I'm rather confused because I suppose my experience was rather peaceful.
Peaceful, really.
Yeah. I was simply asked a series of questions by a voice and made my pledge.
I was certainly asked a series of questions, but I was given, I don't know what you might call it, a vision of a potential future, maybe a potential present. I'm not sure. I think it was a test, but
I merely just saw the vision of the Democratic group.
yes,
Not
I remember
even-
them.
Not even a test, not even them speaking, just them almost like frozen in time. Before.
Perhaps that was your test. Or perhaps your test is ongoing.
Given how things have gone so far, I think this is all going to be a test for all of us.
That's certainly true. It's also nothing new, I assume, for either of us.
No. Making our way in the world with a bit of a target on our back. We'll see how this goes.
Billy, you hear the sharp pinging sound of ascending. And you hear the following words. You've left your hut. How quaint. What mud hole are you hiding in now? Decent protections, I'll give you that. But I will find you.
Am I allowed to say something to Shosha before I respond to this? Or
It happened just then. Like, you can't make Mirabella wait before she says that. But you can.
No. Mirabelle says the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something to Shosha after she sends it before replying?
Yes. You can control.
Yeah.
You can control which of the words.
Yeah.
Count towards 25.
My dear sister sends her regards.
Ah, lovely. Tell her she's a dead bitch walking, would you please?
Sorry. That's Darby's delightful effort.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, she's a dead bitch walking.
That's all from me.
So she said, you've left your hut. What mud hole have you holed up in now? Decent protections, but I'll find you and I'll kill you or something to that
Pretty
effect?
much, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just diatribe,
Standard
honestly.
bad guy stuff.
Sisterly banter.
Like you do.
Like you do. Lovely to hear from you, sister. Hope you choke. And a message from a companion. Quote, you're a dead bitch walking.
No response.
Cool.
21 words.
Oh, my love, Arabella.
Yeah, all my love, Arabella.
Do let me know if she responds, would you?
Of course. I feel like this will be our... We just need to get a day in on this fun little killing Mirabelle adventure, and it'll be a real great bonding activity.
The
it was
familiar
sure a bond.
Sharp pinging sound of ascending can be heard.
All right.
Shosha.
Oh, me? Familiar. Have I ever gotten ascending before?
I'm pretty sure you've got ascending at some point in your life. It's basically a phone
Okay.
call in this world. The Stein doesn't talk. A day is a brute. So it must have been you. What would it cost for you to slit my little sister's throat? If you do, I'll let my puppy Oshal go.
Whoa, wait. She said little sister?
You didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to count something real quick here.
Chat, run away. Run, chat. We
Well,
can't
you
be
still
saved.
can.
You can escape.
I don't even count the words no more.
Oh, I'm counting the words of this precisely.
This is a precision sending takedown.
It's like a scene. It's like a scene to 8 Mile. Just practicing before the rap battle. Uh. So, while you're talking, Arabella, you see, you see with your insight, you would know that something caught Shosha's attention for a moment that wasn't you.
Something up, Shosha?
Shosha will say both in her head and out loud.
Uh-oh.
A Sistruri knows when to make a deal and when to ignore the rabble. Harm my brother, and I will gut you like a fish.
No response.
Ah, I see my dear twin has sent you a message as well.
When? When if she
Yeah.
called you her younger sister?
Younger?
That's what she said.
She's the younger one. Not
I
by
assumed you were.
much.
I assumed you were twins, and it didn't really matter.
Well, not really, but
Speaking of your sister, by the way,
yes.
do you have a quicker way to get back to Stoneheart that you know of? Because I would like to deal with business soonest as possible.
I do. Question for the DM.
Yes.
Did I know of only one teleportation circle, or did I know of one at the keep as well? Or is it just the one?
You know that there's one in Castle Stoneheart, but you've never seen it. You haven't had access to it. You also know that there is one in your estate, and that's the one that you have access to. It's been the only one that you've ever really needed.
Okay.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Would Sistruris' house have a teleportation circle?
Yes.
Does Shosha have the circles? I would imagine she would, wouldn't she?
Does Sosha have the ability to cast teleport?
No.
Then you would most likely
But-
have somebody take you back and forth for you.
Mm-hmm.
But she has to-
So she wouldn't have to have the circles.
Oh.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay. Well, I do. It's just at my estate. And I'm not entirely certain that returning to my childhood home would be prudent. It's the only circle I know of.
Well, it's not as though your sister's there. She's off fucking Stein's father.
I suppose, although
I can't look at Noir. God damn it.
I suppose she may be. Who knows? Maybe her predilections are. Who knows what her predilections are? But when Connie returned, I sent Connie flying to the home estate, and when Connie returned, she smelled of soot and ash.
Well, that's right. You're familiar.
Yes, I know, right? It just little raven just sort of hopping about.
Well, I mean, we would need to clear it with Yenna and a day. Might as well model group communication for the man.
The only issue is I cannot teleport us back here. But granted that we are not necessarily in need of being in Nerve, might not be a bad thing. I'm just concerned that I cannot reach Lydia.
I'm wondering if perhaps our friend downstairs might be able to help us find a way back here when our business is finished if you're willing to cash in sooner than she expected.
I'd still like to keep the 2-year limit, but, if I could pay it off early, then no problem.
I don't plan on letting your sister live for 2 years. I'll let you have the kill, but only if you work quickly.
I'm not saying that that'll take us 2 years to kill her. Dear God, I hope not. I just think if something were to happen, that it is better to have a cushion period of time in order to return or to gather resources than to say, oh, we'll be back in a week. Because the price of not meeting that deadline is pretty severe.
Well, if your sister is dead, I wonder what would happen.
Wonder as well. Younger sister. She said younger sister.
Yes, she did. I don't know that it... Forgive me, I only have the one sibling, but I don't think it really matters that much which of the two of you is older or younger.
I'm one of... Sorry, is it one of... If I say one of 6, does that mean I am one sibling?
No, you are one
6?
of 7, I
yes,
think.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm one of 7. My father was rather superstitious, and despite the fact that we were twins, Mirabelle was born just 5 minutes after me, which makes her the 7th daughter. It's a rather suspicious person. Auspicious. Superstitious. There we go.
It's a lot of children.
Yes. Yes. But we were separated by many years.
That I've never understood. My brother, while I love him, is wholly unnecessary for our family.
Yes, well, apparently I was wholly unnecessary as well. No one cares about the 6th child out of 7. At least
And
in my
yet-
family.
You're the one who's here. You've got all of that going on. I gesture at her golden aura.
Yeah, well, seems like the world has different plans for me than my family did.
Well, considering that your family's plans seem to let you continue masquerading as an idiot for the rest of your life, this is probably more fun.
It
I need
is.
both of you to make me a wisdom check.
Check or save?
Check.
$11.
I want to use my other good luck card if I can.
And what's that do?
Same as last time. It's the exact same card.
Go ahead and put it on the board.
Move it to where I can see it. Jeez.
A fortuitous circumstance. This may manifest itself in many ways, including but not limited to double the loot reward, finding a door or chest unlock, coming across a broken trap, bumping into someone you were looking for, or any manner of lucky happenstance that helps you to.
Last time I noticed Mirabelle's scry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This time, what that check was for is you both felt something was wrong, but you can't quite put your finger on it. But you close your eyes and you focus a little bit more, and you know that one of your KingsGuard is hurt, or was hurt pretty badly.
Do we know which?
With this card, yeah, you know that it's Yenna. You also know that Yenna was able to recover and is fine now, but this was new to you, that you're able to just tell.
Well, this is new.
You felt that too?
Very.
Well, that's concerning. I hope that they're okay.
Seems we're bonded more heavily than I thought we were.
Yes, that part does intrigue me. If we were back home, I might want to run some experiments on that, but
Likewise, but we're a little lacking in resources.
I wonder.
Do I have a golden glow as well? Like,
You do, as a matter of fact, yes.
lovely.
And with that, the camera is going to fade, and we're going to go into the night, and we see a day. What are you doing?
A day is somewhere rather secluded where he can talk to himself.
Go ahead and move
Without-
yourself on the board wherever you want to be. We got the inside of the tavern, and we got the outside of the tavern.
Wunderbar.
Hold on.
I got it. I got you.
I didn't accident. There you go. You got it.
I'll be down by the pier, holding that. That's just a stone that I'm skipping off the floor and off the wall, so that it ricochets up and back into my hand. And I'll be muttering and saying, "How did you do this?" Talking to the woman in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Back home, I make peaceful, calm, rational decisions, and everyone wants my head for it. Here, I try to make bold moves with the resources that we have, and I am always the bad guy. Neither one of them had a plan. I didn't have a fucking plan either. It was stupid. I'll throw the rock into the water.
She looks down at you, rolling her eyes, and then she points to your pack.
What? And I'll dig through it.
And you see the little box that Toby left.
I mean, how will this help me right now? I don't. It could take the edge off, certainly, but kind of bigger things going on if you hadn't been paying attention. And it's like seeing the way that she's looking at me, I will just open the box.
And inside is all the med kit stuff. Go ahead and roll me a investigation.
All right, investigation. Let's have a go. I rolled a 3, so 11. Fucking Christ.
Jeez, you just needed to break 10. You notice that there's a false bottom. You also notice that this is heavier than it should be with the medical equipment.
I will slide the false bottom out.
And you see cloth wrapped up tight in a circular. It's almost like Ritz crackers, but it's cloth, but it's got something circular inside of it, and about 6 rows of it.
Sentimental fool. I'll take it out, and I'm assuming if I open it,
Gold.
Yes.
Gold.
I will pocket the 6 and go. How did you do it? Everyone thought you were a good leader. Even if they didn't like where you led, they thought you were, I don't know, good at this. I seem to fuck it up every time I try.
She looks at you and smiles.
All right, I'll fix it. Fine. This is a good start. Thank you for being talkative and helpful as always. If you ever want to return some of this conversation, you know they generally are a two-way thing. Feel free.
Okay.
all of you are annoying. It's just I'm surrounded by people who are destined to get on my nerves everywhere I go. And it's just like, just complaining the whole way back to the inn.
2,500.
Okay.
See how quickly everybody wrote that shit down.
Do I feel Yenna?
Make me a list of check.
I'm not good at this. Chat, if you've been keeping up, you know this. Yep, there we go.
You know something's wrong. You don't know. You know something's wrong with one of your party members. You don't know who, and you don't know how bad, but something's not right.
I'll do I just be an asshole and open the door? It's my room. I can open the door. And Day will walk into the room at the inn. So that pit in my stomach was not related to either of you then?
No, that was Yenna. She's okay. At least not hurt anymore.
Well, that's good at least. So, I managed to a friend managed to pass along a bit of coin for us to move about Neve a little more easily.
You have many friends in Nerve?
I don't have many friends anywhere, but if I told you exactly who it was out loud, I'm not sure that your pride would let you use the coin. So, probably best that we keep it vague.
DM, do I need to make an insight roll?
What's your passive insight?
It's like a 12.
Do I
No,
understand?
y'all pretty much could put two and two together.
Sister I are prideful. We are not stupid. If this gold can help us, then let's use it.
Right. I suppose I should apologize at some point. I might not, but I probably should.
Well, at least you know that much.
Listen, that's as close as either of you are getting. And I will pull out the gold and show that it's like 2,500 pieces.
2,500 or
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And it's about at this time, if you were making your way right back here, you can either fly in the window or you can go through the door.
I think it only lasts for a minute.
For narrative's sake, I'll give it to you.
No, Yenna's just gonna come trotting up, clumping up the stairs. Pulls out a loose tooth and throws it on the bedside table, then crawls into bed.
Rough night?
Ugh.
Okay. Why don't we just go to sleep? We'll wake up. Shosha and I had some discussing of plans and such things that we could talk about tomorrow together before we continue forth. Before we talk to our lovely proprietor. And I'll look down at the floor.
As a point of note, Noir, not that it matters because she can read minds, but I didn't say out loud how much gold it was.
No, I know.
I just showed how much it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it sounds like we're going to sleep.
Seems that way.
So Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Shosha's not going to sleep.
I figured.
I imagine she gets into bed.
Sorry. And we're gonna have a talk.
Yeah,
But-
because after about an hour of trying to sleep, she'll realize that she's awake.
Okay. Well, I need to know who is going to sleep and in what order.
So, fun fact, Noir.
Mm-hmm.
A day is going to lay in his bed
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to try, because he doesn't know that Shosha doesn't sleep. He wanted to try the thing that I didn't get a chance to try.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you two are. Ouch. This is gonna be interesting. And,
Yenna's passed out. Yenna's the first one asleep.
I
Okay.
want to try and cast Ascending before I conk.
Okay, well then we'll get back. We'll get back to everybody's nightly shenanigans. But the first person to sleep is Yenna. Yenna, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Squeeze me.
24.
God, I hate you so much. So you go to sleep, and tell me, what is Yenna dreaming about?
Yenna at this point has not had a dream since the castle.
Then there is a void, and in that void you hear a voice. Yenna Stein? Yenna Stein? Bleak, aren't you? I've come to make a deal. Yenna. And you see just a winged figure flying over a dispatched woman. You can't really see her, as she was not able to fully enter your dream. But your mind and your dreams are protected still. And you rest peacefully. Let's see. Now we have some sendings. Let's have them.
All right. I'd like to cast one more. Would I have had? I would have had like the equivalent of a short rest, right?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Cool.
You can have that.
Sick. I get a 3rd level spell slot back. We're gonna cast Ascending.
Mm-hmm.
One more to Lydia.
Okay.
Lady Lydia, inquiring as to the state of Stoneheart. We have survived. We have news. Please respond if able. Well wishes, Arabella.
Okay. And nothing.
Does it feel like my spell, or does it feel like...
And nothing.
Okay, Snorky. I would then love to use a 4th level spell slot.
Uh-huh.
Contact Sebastian.
Okay.
Similar message, just replace Lydia with Sebastian, and in the Arabella Chestnut voice.
Mm-hmm. And nothing.
I'd like to use a 5th level spell slot to contact Duncan, because Stoneheart runs on Duncan.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
My dearest proprietor, I was given your contact information by a merchant here in Nervay. Tell me, what is the happenings in Stoneheart? I sell potted goods and potions. Connie Conejo, at your service.
What the fuck? 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 Oh my! What the fuck? How did you do that? Can I do that? What the fuck?
Okay, so Stoneheart's not obliterated. Last spell slot at 5th level.
Okay.
I would like to try and contact my father.
Okay.
Hello, Father, dearest. What has happened at Stoneheart while I've been away? Where are you? Tell me, where is Gandalf? I much desire to speak with him. You may not have expected me to survive, but I have. Please respond.
All that is all that was. 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 My Arabella? All that is all that was.
Do you say my Arabella or
Mm-hmm.
oh Arabella?
My Arabella.
Bye.
My. M-Y.
Gotcha. I can hear. All that is all that was. Cool! On that super relaxing, super chill note, Arabella is going to hug Connie and go to sleep.
Okay. Now, I believe we have a conversation to have. Shosha?
Okay. So Shosha will be lying in her bed, can't sleep, and will reach out telepathically and say, Solus?
Yes.
Why does being eternal mean that I can no longer sleep?
Because you are a watcher and a guardian. And what good is a guardian that sleeps?
Or one that eats, or drinks, or breathes?
Or ages?
Ages.
You'll come to find that there are a great many rules that you are an exception to. It is the reason that I made sure that your mind was keen, because your body is of little consequence now.
I wasn't aware that was what I was signing up for.
And would you have wavered?
No. It's just surprising. Do I have any other surprises to look forward to?
A great many, yes.
I don't suppose you'll let me know beforehand for any of them, will you?
What good would it do if I did? I need you to think about what is and what was. Don't be so concerned about what will be. Or, not on this subject at least.
I trust you.
I will endeavor to earn that trust. Now, put your mind elsewhere. Focus on the task at hand. I believe I have other matters to attend to.
All right.
First, last, eternal.
Eternal.
If you intend to listen so intently, I do hope you have something interesting to say.
I was just curious as to when those words became the words of your clan. Are you truly eternal, Solace?
This is not an interesting conversation for me.
Then perhaps I can make it one. I figure this is true, I know, and share quite a lot with the Zuko. Perhaps I wish to,
I know what it is you wish. A day.
Yes, I have never been good at keeping my hand to myself, have I?
Would you be so quick to share the secrets of your echo, I wonder?
Maybe not. But, I suppose it depends on who would ask.
We do. And you hear every guardian that is and was. And in the midst of that, you even hear Shosha's voice.
First, last.
Be careful what you start. I will expect you to finish.
Yes. Let's talk a bit more in depth.
And who is she? And you see he looks.
Well, I mean, I suppose she is a guide of my own, a counsel of my own. She is different from you, I would suspect.
Yes, she is not whole.
Unfortunately. But so as you can see, I'm not exactly looking for counsel. Over the next while, I was wondering how open you'd be to negotiating a pact between the two of us.
Do I seem someone that is open?
No, but do I seem like someone who is deterred by that?
I will see exactly what you're willing to do for this.
Then I suppose we will have to wait and see.
A curious Zuko you are. And there is just the tiniest little whirlwind from your ring. And then the voice is gone.
All right, today. Don't fuck this one up. It might be your last chance.
Does a day say that out loud?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just checking.
Is this just going to be an oops all warlocks party?
Yeah, where's my warlock patron's gonna be my dead family? Like,
Jesus.
God, wow, way to fucking kill the mood. So,
Undying,
Shosha does
undying,
not
dead.
sleep, but a day you do. Make me a wisdom save.
Okay, I am bad at those.
I'm counting on it.
Booski. Right.
There
10.
we go. So after having that conversation, you drift off to sleep. Adezuko.
Present.
And you see what looks to be Arabelle in the distance. What are you dreaming?
I think that a day is probably on a ship, and it is at night. And he would probably have to set down his painting implements to turn to face Arabella.
Yeah, you see her. You see her on the bow of a ship, and she's just sitting there, dress flapping in the wind. A nice little sun hat on, and she doesn't turn to look at you. And she goes, "Quite the adventure, wouldn't you say?"
In many ways, yes.
You're a man of honor. What have you sworn to these people that you travel with? Have you sworn to protect them? To stay loyal to them?
No, I've only sworn to make quips at inappropriate times and share too many secrets, unfortunately.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, I don't see you being motivated by money. So, what motivates someone like you?
If you can make a really good rabbit stew, that's a good start. I like long walks on the beach, dancing under the moonlight,
The
things
stories
like
of
that.
Zimbeka. Is that how it's said? The stories of Zimbeka are renowned in Stoneheart. What is the cost of one swing?
What do you want?
I want to know the cost of one swing.
And I will squint. You know, I've never actually seen you in person. I suppose I still technically haven't. What are you offering?
Well, to the average man, I offer money, but you're not average, Adezuko.
Accurate.
So, what is the cost of one swing?
I have to be honest, Mirabelle. I know I've said it quite a bit, but I'm not entirely sure I could kill your sister. You might be barking up the wrong tree.
Well, I know that you're asleep, and I know that she's asleep, and I know that I can wake you up, and I know that she would still be asleep. The math is simple. All I need to factor in is what is the cost of one swing.
So, I think the cost would be. You'd have to tell me how exactly the patriarch of the Stein family can actually manage to, like, he's getting up there. It can't be easy or pleasant or fast, really.
He's a fool. Illusions usually do the trick.
Hmm. Don't knock a good illusion. It does the job. And I will walk over to Mirabelle. I will say, you know, your sister is probably the most humane one here. Until your name gets mentioned, she's going to kill you, even if she has to do it as a spirit.
Well, I've always shown more initiative and drive than her, which is why we're having this conversation. So, are you turning down my offer? Because if you are, I don't know, maybe I might try the other one.
Well, as much as I'd love to spit in the face of your offer, you haven't made one. You don't know anything, little girl. You're just a child playing at Monarch.
Is is that what you think?
I tend not to think about people whose well-being I don't care for.
You understand that I destroyed the Steins out of boredom. Imagine what I'll do to you and the Zuko's if you continue to piss me off.
I think, and this is genuine, no confidence behind it. I think if the Zuko were to die at your hands, I think they would all have to be. I think they would already be welcoming death if someone as immature and out of control of her emotions could possibly lay waste to them. But please do, go ahead, lay waste to my family as well. Because, as you said, it would only take one swing.
I don't talk to anyone without doing all of the necessary research, all of the necessary studying. So I'll try this one more time. And if you don't mind, I'm going to be a little less subtle and a little less polite this time.
Feel free, I was getting bored.
You see, someone is going to have a bad night tonight. It is either going to be Arabella or it's going to be a Nati.
Oh, little girl. And Ade will make his way back over to his fates and just go back to painting the woman sleeping on the bed and say, if you touch my daughter, I will sink stone hard to the bottom of the ocean.
All it'll cost is one swing. Or I'll give Fezeka the word. And then we'll start with the Zuko's.
Be gone, little girl.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh, I'm a killer bitch.
Join the party!
Hey, you know how you wanted a day to be in on that party?
We got a pact, baby.
Oh, almost definitely.
No, we're about to go kill Arabella's sister.
Everyone, that has been the first episode of KingsGuard. There's a little bit more story that I would highly recommend you get in on in order to fully embrace where we are here. But I wanted this to be a good starting point for you. We have a bad guy here in the form of Mirabelle. And we got the party on the same page at the end of the day here. Oh my god.
My favorite thing is that hopefully I've made this clear to everyone watching and my fellow castmates, but Ade doesn't really like fighting. He's good at it, but he doesn't really like fighting. Battle rage Ade. Oh man.
I can feel you tapping into it.
I'm gonna break her neck with my bare hands.
We all multi-class into barbarian just a little bit.
just a touch of
We're all a barbarian warlock.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because more than one person gave me so for those that are unfamiliar with how I do DMing, I ask my players to give me something called a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and one of the questions is I need you to give me 2 NPCs that you're cool with and one that you're not cool with, and everybody and more than one person gave me somebody yo, this is somebody that's in the family but also they kind of don't fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And so it's just been oh, okay. So
Ade is very aware of that name drop toward the end there.
Yeah.
Ade heard who she said. All right, motherfucker, play with it if you want to. Okay. I want to make clear to the chat that I have told Noir. I've told him this, so it's not on me anymore, chat. I told Noir, if someone puts his hands on Ade's daughter, Ade will. There are 2 options. Ade kills them or dies trying to kill them. There is no in between. There's not. It would be. It would be an insult to his character if I did anything but those 2 things.
So that has been episode 1. A lot of feelings go around. I'm going to put the spotlight where it belongs before doing a sign off, and I'll do my sign off at the end. So let's start with the wonderful Harper. How you doing? Who you play? We already saw who you play, but where can we find you? What are you up to? How you feeling?
I am feeling just fine. Nothing super traumatic happened to Shosha this episode, which is good. That is 1 episode streak of that for you, Noir. Congratulations.
It's been 1 episode since the last incident.
1 episode since Joshua's traumatic.
We need to get a board.
Get a chalkboard.
Yeah, we need to get a whiteboard. I would legitimately order one.
Anyway, my name is Harper. I am a podcaster, streamer, and general TTRPG nerd. You can find me on Twitter at Harpersona Games because at Harpersona was banned. You can find me hosting a podcast with Darby every week called Chaotic Creations, where we make weird and wacky TTRPG characters with fully fleshed out backstories. By the time this comes out, 2 of the 3 other members of this show have been guests. You should go listen to their episodes. That can be found wherever you listen to podcasts and also on the Critical Misses channel, where Darby and I are content creators. You can hear our podcast air live at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern on Wednesdays. You can also see me on Critical Misses on Sunday evenings doing, System Crash. And I'm also the host of Tortall Y'all, where we read chapter by chapter through all of the Tortall series with the lovely Alicia.
All right. Heck of an outro there. That's professional caliber. We're going to keep going with the fantastic murder lolly, Darby. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where we can find you, how you feeling?
I'm feeling like I knew the instant that Yenna got someone knocking on the brain there that I knew who it was. This is gonna be a bonding experience, kiddos. We're gonna kill my sister together. I'm Darby. I've been playing Arabella Chestnut. You can find me as @DarbyPack on Twitter, co-hosting Chaotic Creations with Harper, Wonder Twin Fist Bump. Yeah, I think that worked. You can also catch me on System Crash with I almost said Shosha and Anita. Harper and Anita. I can do things with my brain. And Wednesdays, I'm on Vampires the Masquerade under a pale, cold sun with the lovely D. So I think that's it. Yes.
All right. And heading on down, we've got the fucking WWE fighter, who, unfortunately this time got knocked off the Hell in a Cell. My God! But next time, I'm sure stature is coming for blood. How you feeling today, Anita? Who are you? Where you at? How you feeling? All that good
That is a human body.
My God!
Not meant to take that kind of punishment. Hi, I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere under Panita or Critical Misses. I am a TTRPG streamer on Twitch. You can find me at the Critical Misses channel almost every day of the week. And if I'm not there, you can find me in the background running tech on that stream. So yeah, and tonight I was playing Yenna Stein. You can also find me, since this is now the future, you can find me over on the Cobalt Press channel for Into the Southlands, which is GM'd by the wonderful Noir Enigma, and a bunch of other really cool peeps are in that game as well. So you should probably check that out. But yeah, and also you can find me on System Crash on Sundays immediately after that, because it's Sundays.
All right. And
I'll throw it over to D.
And last but not least, the man talking to other people's patrons and then staring down one of the BBEGs in a dream. D, how you doing? How you feeling?
Hi.
Where can we find
I'm
you?
feeling good. That was a good session. I feel like we got like a wide arc of, we hit a lot of the a day character notes. I felt good about that one. Hi, I'm D. I am a streamer, musician, voice actor, professional GM with the Emerald City Gaming Guild. I play Julian in Crimson Studios Woodsy Spires? That's not right. I play Julian in Woodsy Studios Crimson Spires. And if you just can't get enough of me being a vampire, you can catch me over on Critical Misses, where I DM the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Chronicle Under the Pale Cold Sun. On Tuesdays, you can catch me over on Critical Misses once again, where I play Tucker Green in Second City Saviors, which is a masked game set in the Second City, DM'd by our lovely Noir Enigma. On Thursdays, you can catch me over on the Critical Misses channel, where I am playing a character in a Sentai Cypher game that is DM'd by the lovely Kayla, or Kaleidoscope, in chat. And she's running us through like Power Ranger things, and I play Captain America, but a lady, so better. I love Steve Rogers. Don't be mad at me. Outside of that, on Fridays I stream. On Saturdays I stream. On Sundays I stream. I sleep at some point. And on Mondays I might be returning to a certain channel that I was on prior to this newest season, in a brand new thing that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about yet. I sent the person who's involved a Discord message, and she didn't get back to me in time for me to add it to this outro. So we'll leave that a mystery for now. But that's me. Thank you guys for watching.
I feel
Shout
like
out to
there's some
y'all.
shade. All right. And I'm going to take the outro now. Hey, everybody. I'm Noir. Thank you for coming to my Twitch channel. You can find me here on Twitter and on YouTube as The Noir Enigma. You can find me on Instagram, nope, that's the wrong one. I almost said SnapCloud. I'm tired. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and SoundCloud as Noir Enigma. On Mondays, you can catch me on Roll20's channel. I will be in a Kids on Bikes game with Sharif of Rivals of Waterdeep. I am so sorry. Well, my mind is blanking. On Tuesdays, you can catch me. I think I do something on Tuesday. Yep, I do Degrees of Madness over on LFM Network. On Wednesdays, you can catch me over on Black Cat Gaming for our Hex Protocol game, which is a spy game, which is super duper fun. On Thursdays, you can catch us right here with more KingsGuard. And on Fridays, you can catch me over on Chromatic Chimera with Bloody Portrait. On Saturdays, you can catch me over on Critical Misses doing Morning Ritual. On Sundays, you can catch me on Cobalt Press doing Into the Southlands. And on Tuesdays, because I forgot, you can catch me on Critical Misses where I GM Second City Savior. So I'm GMing 3 games if you like my style of game running. That is me in a nutshell. And again, I truly hope you enjoyed this game. This is my heart. I love the setting. I love my players. I love these characters. And I can't wait to tell more of their story with my players and with you all. That said, good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Yeet!